Greetings, people. I come in peace. I've been finding Dubois' latest interviews very interesting. Daniel's warming up and blossoming right in front of our eyes. He said he wants to make an old man of Anthony in the ring, which tells me he intends to outwork AJ, which is what many of us believe is his only chance. AJ might old man him. Not that AJ's old anyway, but AJ will look to use his experience. AJ's well seasoned now and more relaxed with the media, the ring walk and all the ruckus and commotions that goes along with fight week. I think he knows how to dial himself in, and I sense an air, an aura, a mood of confident anticipation. AJ said he's prepared for a 50% better Dubois than what he's seen, which tells me he hasn't taken Daniel for granted. His tactical team is outstanding, and AJ seems to prefer the pedantic and precise instructions and game plan, and no doubt they will set a few traps for Daniel. AJ has said he's prepared mentally and physically and believes the fans are in for an entertaining night. Oh yes. AJ said he knows exactly what to do and he's going to do it. Anthony Joshua is primed and rehearsed, if you believe what he's saying, and he's ready to go to the well, to get in the trenches, to dig deep, to walk through fire. Whatever metaphor you want to choose. AJ is locked in and determined to get the job done. In another interview, listening to Shane McGuigan, Dubois' old coach, he said Daniel's best punch is his left hook, and AJ has been vulnerable to that punch, which is a very good point. It's true, he has in the past, which means it's something he should have resolved. Look, you can't avoid every punch, particularly if you intend to trade intermittently, which I think he'll do. You can only prepare to take the sting out of them. Roll, block, slip. I do think the speed of AJ's straight punches mixed with feints and staying at range will abate and frustrate Dubois' left hook. Dubois must utilise his jab cleverly to get inside and throw his hooks. The thing is, Daniel squares up when he throws his jab. That's why he gets so much power into it. But as we all know, the more square on you are, the more vulnerable you become. You expose more of your chassis, structure, anatomy. You become a bigger target. In some cases, he might be as square as Ngannou was. Another thing I think AJ will take advantage of is Daniel's stance, with his flared elbows, leaving his body wide open. It's probably due to overdeveloped latissimus dorsi muscles, lats to the gym bros. He finds it difficult to tuck his elbows in. Whatever the case, it makes for an alluring and appealing target. Hrgović was successful with a 1-2 and 3 to the body. He didn't throw it enough, but when he did, it seemed to be quite effective. AJ is also adept at throwing a jab and straight right to the midsection, which I'm sure he will employ in this bout. He just has to make sure he doesn't take a left hook counter on his way out. AJ doesn't need to play Dubois' game and stand in range. I think if AJ frustrates Dan with clever boxing and moving and making him pay, Daniel will be quickly disheartened. Remember, Dubois' last couple of fights have been with fighters who stood in front of him. He's predominantly a come-forward fighter. That's what he likes. But each time he faced a good jab and movement, he becomes dejected. But Anthony cannot play around. If Daniel so much as sniffs a little success, he'll come on strong even in the later rounds. If he gets Daniel going, he has to put him away. Will Team AJ be able to erode Dubois' confidence and herald in the ominous dark cloud of dismay over Dan before dispatching him? Another thing AJ must look out for is Daniel's head, particularly when he comes in to hold. He's even said he'll use any means necessary, including his head. Well, that needs to be addressed by the official arbiters and referees. You can't just come out and say you are going to use your head. This is one of the biggest boxing matches of this era. It's not a street fight. It's a ludicrous comment. It would be a travesty if the fight was impaired or influenced by a needless cut administered by a careless head, or worse, a deliberate use of the head. Has Dubois' team inadvertently created a monster? Has Dubois Forrest Gumped his way through to this position? Has his performances flattered him too much? I don't know, I'm not sure. Saturday will be the litmus test, so we'll see. I think both camps will have their plan to negate and nullify the opposition's assault and incursions. It's no secret what Dubois has to do. The drama is, can he impose his will without getting taken out? Anyway, thanks for listening. Please subscribe. And remember, choose life.
EU Dares wins.
Well, I guess that's about all.